Okay, hello everybody. My name is David Ingham, and welcome to Karatbars International live Google Hangout. Guys, if you want to find out how to work from home, if you're looking how to start a business from home, then tonight or today, wherever you are in the country, I'm from the UK. I'm out in Stevenage, and I've got our guest speaker Tammy Morrison, who's based out in Tennessee and in the US. And Tammy is a leader in Karatbars. Tammy's going to tell us how you can start a Karatbars business, how easy it is to actually start a gold savings plan, and why Karatbars is experiencing massive growth right now. Plus, we've also got some exciting news to tell you about, some amazing sponsorships that we've got. I mean, guys, if you know Real Madrid Football Club is one of the biggest football clubs in the world, well, you better stay tuned to hear about that news. What about MotoGP? Well, we've also got sponsorships in MotoGP as well. So, guys, you've got to stick around and find out why Karatbars is so hot at the moment, and gold, and why that is so hot. So I'm going to hand it over to Tammy. Tammy, I just wanted to say thank you so much. You know, we are all in different time zones. And Tammy helps me out, part of my team. And, you know, I'd say the most important character or quality that Tammy has, she helps people. You know, Tammy is a leader in Karatbars. She's a busy lady. She doesn't have to come on my webinars and help me, but she does because she's fantastic and she cares. You know, so Tammy, I appreciate you and I appreciate what you do. All yours. Take it over.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. You know, we talk about all the time, you know, there's so many things out there. And most of them are, for lack of a better word, can I say this on the internet, crap. They're money games. They're companies that are here today, gone tomorrow. They're selling, you know, my weight loss pill is better than your weight loss pill. My energy drink is better than your energy drink. Nothing is better than what we have with Karatbars Gold. We've done some things to our gold recently that have just blown my mind. We knew that we always had the best gold out there because people think gold is gold. Gold is not gold. Okay, you have jewelry grade gold, you have coin grade gold, you have bar grade gold, but then there is the upper echelon of gold, and that's what Karatbars is, and now we've made it even better. Before, what we were doing was we had a hologram on the back of our card. This is a technology that was developed by UBS back in the 90s and actually made international news because with the hologram, as long as that hologram is intact, you never have to prove the authenticity of that gold, and that's fabulous. But we went 2 steps further. We actually embedded our Karatbars logo into the gold, and now our gold is dipped in a liquid that puts DNA markers on it. So when you shine a blue light on it, it tells you exactly what that gold is. And this has never, ever been done in the history of gold. It's mind-boggling, to say the least. But to know that we have the absolute best product out there and we're making strides every day to make Karatbars a household name, and it will be. So if you're on the call and you're on the fence, you better get off the fence because somebody else is going to approach you about this later on. Somebody else is going to tell somebody that you think that you should tell about it later on, and you're going to end up in a situation where you wish that you had taken action when the call to action was made. So let's go ahead and get started with the presentation, David. There's my lovely picture. I'm in the middle of a sentence there. But with Karatbars International, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is truly having a team culture. You know,
so, Tammy, sorry, I will interrupt. I think, David, you need to share your screen because I can see Tammy on the big screen, but not your PowerPoint.
Oh, my PowerPoint is down there with David. Oh, everybody got to see me look intelligent in my glasses.
No.
Just give me a sec, guys. I'm just going to share the slides.
No worries.
Okay.
Every Tuesday I do a webinar, and we call it Technological Tuesdays with Tammy, because something always goes wrong. But everybody expects it, and if nothing goes wrong, then everyone's disappointed.
Yeah. Well, that's a bit of challenge, isn't it? Every day the challenge is a good thing.
Yeah, challenge is a good thing. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I see it down there in your box, David. Maybe you should click on your box.
Because you see, when I click on David box, that comes up on my screen, but I don't know how this will record. Maybe you, David, you should click on your box.
I can see it. Can everyone see it now?
Can everybody see it now?
Now, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, all yours, Tammy.
All right, let's take it away again. With Karatbars, we really pride ourselves on having a team culture, which means that when you join our team, that you're not out there by yourself. You have a family. You have people around you that are going to support you. They're going to motivate you. They're going to coach you, and how to do what we do as far as Karatbars goes. We have a community Facebook group. We offer full support, full training. We do the Google Hangouts for you to invite your guests to. We will have a Q&A after the presentation. If not, any question that you have, if you get that question back to David, I can get you the answer. And I promise you one thing. I am constantly learning in this business, so there will be no BS answers. If I can't get you the right answer, I will make sure that I get to the person that can give me the right answer. And then we also have a Skype room for support as well. So if you're, we have people around the clock in that Skype room. So if you wake up at 3 in the morning and you think of a question, go to the Skype room, type it in, and guess what? As soon as somebody's online, your question gets answered, and then it gets answered for everyone, because maybe someone else had that same question. They were just afraid to ask it. So next slide, please. Karatbars International it has been a dream come true for me. A lot of people say, well, she got lucky. Well, I did, because luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And when you are in the right place with the right people, the right company, the right product, that is a dream come true. So we're putting in front of you now the perfect product, the perfect company, the perfect leadership, the perfect ownership, everything. We're putting it into it. So if you have a dream, and if that dream's not keeping you up at night, you're not dreaming big enough. So I need you to dream just a little bit bigger, okay? I need you to wake up at 2 in the morning and think about that dream. And, when I first came back to Karatbars, I didn't sleep. Sleep was for the weak. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I just worked like I had my hair on fire. And that is what caused me great success. And I'm not saying that everybody has to do that, because we have a very simple system with Karatbars. So if you can dream yourself into financial freedom and time freedom, which is, I think the time freedom is so much more important, because you're able to call in sick to yourself. You don't have to deal with the traffic. You don't have to, ask for the day off because your child has a play at school, or you need to go to a soccer game. You have control of your life with Karatbars. So next slide. All right, welcome to Karatbars International. Next slide. This is our headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany. We are a fully debt-free e-commerce company. We moved into this office several months back because we simply outgrew our last office. And that's that exponential growth that we're seeing more and more people are coming on board with Karatbars. And what I'm seeing is it is the most intelligent people in the world. We have one of the top 1% of financial advisors in the world in our company. That's amazing to me. If someone can type this in, he just put up a website. It's called one a month, the number one a month, goldclub.com. This is for the people who truly don't really want to think of this as a business, but they want to be in the club. You know, it's a special club, and they want to be in that club. My screen is black. There we are. Oh, wait, go back. All right, so we began operations in April of 2011, and I can tell you guys, in 2011, nothing was like what it is now. We did not have the dual system. We had the unilevel system, which is basically a thank you, a referral fee, if you will. We are now 4 years old. When we started, we were in 2 countries. Now we're in 123 countries. So we're growing so quickly. The first year to 2 years are the ones that companies fail. Okay? This company's not going to fail. We're debt-free. We've been in business for 4 years. We're in 123 countries. We specialize in the production of small, transaction-friendly, 999.9 gold bullion bars, and we do offer delivery at any time. Anytime that you want your gold, you request for it to be delivered. I have never, ever missed a gold shipment. It has always arrived in the time that they told me that it would arrive. And then we also have free storage available at our headquarters in Stuttgart. So next slide. This is Mr. Harold Seitz. This is his birthday week. He's celebrating his birthday. He arrived in Aruba last night, Tuesday. He is, Monday. Today's Tuesday. He arrived in Aruba last night on Monday. Today is his fleet day to get over his jet lag. Shirley-Ann Gober, who is our North American leader, and I are flying out at 5:45 a.m. in the morning to meet him down there, and we're having a huge Karatbars convention with all our Aruban leaders and many other leaders coming from all around the world. But the thing I love most about Harold is he didn't have to do this. He was financially free by the time he was in his 40s. And he never had to work another day. But he had a vision because he's watched his parents go through a devaluation of currency. He's heard the stories of his grandparents going through the devaluation of currency. So his mission is to provide the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people in the world at a price point that everyone can afford. That's why we sell it, 1 gram, 2 gram, 2.5 gram, 5 gram, so everyone can build up a storehouse of gold. His goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Next slide. When we talk about the dollar or whatever currency your country is in, we all go through pretty much the same thing. But I talk about the dollar simply because that's what I know. In 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and that was the last time that a dollar was actually worth a dollar. As you see, 10 years later, it took a huge dip. It was only worth 50 cents on the dollar. Went back up a little bit in 1933 when FDR said it was illegal to hold gold coin, bullion, or certificates. That's a great thing for us because all of those gold coins, bullion, certificates, guess whose name was on them? The United States government. So the people did not own those gold coins. They did not own the bullion. They did not own their certificates. They simply were renting them. And so with Karatbars Gold, being as we're a privately held company, guess what? Our gold is private issue gold. They can't take it away from us. So in 1971, we had this crazy president named Nixon who said, we're going to take off the gold standard and we're going to go into a fiat currency system. Fiat means that is backed by nothing. Your money is worth no more than the paper it's printed on. I say it's backed by 2 things. It's backed by debt, because the more debt we incur as a nation, the more they're going to print. The more money they print, the more dollars it takes to buy the things that we want to buy. And it's also based on the promises. They keep promising us it's worth something. If you take this slide out to 2015, dollar from 1913, which actually was worth $1, is now worth 2 cents in buying power. That's strong, guys. So next slide. All right, we talk about, you know, if I had this in 1932 and $100,000 worth of cash in 1932 and I buried in my backyard, if it was dug up today, it would only have $2,000 in purchasing power, because remember, the dollar's lost 98% of its power. But if you had taken that same $100,000 and bought gold with it and stuck it out in your backyard and someone dug it out today, it'd be worth over $4.4 million. That's how I know we're in the right place, the right time with the right company, because we're dealing in something that does not devalue. So next slide. So we have a solution to this. It's very simple. It's as simple as taking that paper that's not worth or the money that's not worth the paper it's printed on, and exchanging it for a superior type of money, which is gold. And you want to put that gold into your gold piggy bank. So next slide. So this is our product, Karatbars. We have a unique serial number applied to each bar. It's stamped by an LBMA, that stands for London Bullion Market Association Accredited Refinery. Anything that comes out of an LBMA refinery is considered good gold. Okay, it's on the good gold delivery list. This is the only type of gold that banks and countries can settle debt amongst themselves. Remember, going back to Harold's slide, I want to provide the highest grade of gold. He's done that. Okay, he has given us 24 karat 999.9 fineness, stamped by an LBMA accredited refinery, affordable for the masses because of the weights. We no longer have this hologram security feature. When we had the hologram security, and as I said before, USB introduced this in the 90s. It made national headlines, and we've had the hologram for so long. They took it off, and we were like, whoa, what are you doing? This is a selling point for us. Now we have a much bigger selling point. Our gold is actually dipped into a liquid with DNA markers on it. There's not another company out there that does what we're doing. There's no gold finer than the gold that we have now. So just know that I don't care if you can go online and buy a $45, gram of gold. If you're thinking our price is too high, there's two websites I want you to go to. The first one is the letter A, karatbars.com, and compare apples to apples. Because when you see the other three companies that actually produce what we used to produce with the hologram, we were about $5 to $20 less expensive per gram than they were, because you got to compare like to like. You can't compare an elephant to a tiger. It's not the same thing. So you have to compare like to like. Now that we have the DNA markers on it, now we've left them in the dust. They still have their hologram, and they're still out of stock, and you still got to order 100 grams at a time, and they still don't have an affiliate program. But I also want you to go to YouTube, and I want you to type in fake or man buys fake gold. Okay, there's a gentleman in New York, and he ordered gold from a very well-known gold company, one that does sell their grams of gold less expensive than we do without the hologram. When he got them, he randomly took one out of the stack, took it into his jeweler. Turned out it was tungsten wrapped in gold. Okay, why take that chance? You know you're going to get what you're going to get with Karatbars. So I would much rather pay a little bit more, know that I have the finest gold available. I don't have to melt it down to prove that it is what it says it is. And then I also know that it's not fake. It's real. We get audited by the German government all the time. They come into our facility. They can just grab a random bar off of the conveyor belt. If it does not come in at a gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram, and it's not 999.9% purity, we could lose our license. And the LBMA refinery that gave us that gold will lose their accreditation. And it takes way too much work for them to be accredited by the LBMA for them to even chance that. So next slide. We have our new Karatbars gold coin. Many people call me and they say, I really just like coins. I'm like, great, but those coins don't belong to you. Those coins belong to the government because the government's name's on them, right? So if you're a coin collector, we have great news. We now have a Karatbars gold coin. in the middle of the coin is a gram of gold. That is it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So next slide. We also have what we call specialty cards. These are just very small sampling. We have tons and tons of them in the back office. We have a love you cards, congratulations, new baby cards. But you see over there on the left, that's what we call a specialty card. Okay? A specialty card can be anything you want it to be. Some affiliates are actually making themselves a specialty card with a gram of gold in it, with all of their contact information, and they are making their business cards look exactly like that Karatbars card. So they want to show this off and say, this is, this is a gram of gold, and they want to show this to people. Realtors are great for using this. I have a success story. I don't know if I told you guys this last week, but one of the realtors in one of our Skype rooms, was doing okay, and all of a sudden she started getting phone call after phone call after phone call from people wanting to buy homes, and she couldn't figure out why. And it's because instead of giving her homeowners, her new homeowners, a gift basket, she actually gave them a gram of gold, and they kept it in their pocket. And they hear people wanting to buy a house, and they say, call this lady. She gives you gold when you buy a house. She didn't give a fruit basket. She didn't give a gift certificate. She gives actual physical 999.9 24-karat gold. And she, she has her picture. She has her contact information. She has everything that she needs, and it's a great marketing tool for. And she's spending the same amount of money that she would be spending if she were out buying that extravagant fruit basket. So now her sales are up in real estate, but now she's also, really working the Karatbars business because she sees the potential of what we're going to be able to do, or we're able to do now, but even more what we're going to be able to do in the future. So next slide. All right, so when we look at our Karatbars card, on the front you're going to have an assayed weight, fineness, and purity. It's going to be 1 gram, 999.9 24-karat gold. At the bottom you're going to see an LBMA stamp. It'll say that it came from an LBMA accredited refinery. You're going to have inside of this card, heat sealed inside of this card, is going to be a pure 999.9 24-karat fine gold bullion bar. On that bar, you're going to have the Karatbars logo. Not the one you see there, because this is an older card. But you're going to be able to see the logo. The QR code, very important. When we launch, fully integrate what we call K-Exchange here in the United States in 2015, and then eventually across the world, you're going to be able to walk into restaurants, shops, things like that, and it'll say Visa, MasterCard, American Express, K-Exchange, where you're actually going to be able to go in and exchange your gold for goods and services. Excuse me, one moment, please. I live in Tennessee. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Tennessee, but it's allergy season. And it's like everything is blooming and all of this other stuff, and so that's okay though. And then also now we have the DNA markers in our gold. So next slide, please. This is what Dave was talking about. The MotoGP2 sponsorship, we got Ricky Carlos. If you look at his bike, and I don't know how clearly you can see this in the picture, but on the right side and on the left side, at the bottom on the right, you're going to see Karatbars. And one of my friends is actually going to Austin, Texas, where he's doing a race. He's going to be doing this race in 2 or 3 weeks, and he's going to be there in the skybox cheering him on. And we're very, very excited to have him as our first sponsored MotoGP. We don't know motocross too much here in the South. We know football and NASCAR. So hopefully we can get us in NASCAR pretty soon. Another thing that David talked about was the Real Madrid football team. We call it soccer. You call it football. That's okay. We can all get along with that. But we are licensed to sell their products as well. I'm sure that we'll have a Real Madrid football team, Karatbars gram of gold coming out soon. So excited about that as well. So next slide. And when we talk about affiliate compensation, I apologize, guys. We actually get paid in 7 different ways. We're going to focus on 2 ways, number 4 and number 5. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 are all part of the unilevel plan. Number 4 and number 5 are part of what we call the dual system plan. And the dual system plan is life-changing money. I can tell you guys, 2011, 2012, I was dead broke, and I was broken. I was about to lose my house. I was about to lose everything I had ever worked so hard for because corporate America decided to lay me off after 10 years. Even being a top producer, I did not live in the right place for them. So when Karatbars came into my life in 2010, I thought this was it. But when we launched in 2011, we didn't have the dual system. So I came back in June of 2013. In October of 2013, I was able to give the pink slip to corporate America forever, for good. This is what I do full-time. Absolutely love what I do. So let's talk about number 4 and number 5. So next slide. All right, in the dual system pay plan, you can actually come in as a free member on the unilevel side only. You do not have to purchase a package. You do not have to even exchange your money for gold, though I highly recommend it. All you have to do is refer other people to do it. And for each person that you refer, it's kind of like if you went to your bank and said, hey, I'm going to refer some people over to you. And every time they make a deposit, can you give me a little bit of money? And they say, sure. It's like that. It's very much a thank you. It's a referral fee. It's not a large fee. And we pay that out on a monthly basis. It's about 3% of what I make on a monthly basis. If you want real life-changing money, you want to participate in the dual plan. It is optional. All of your unilevel customers, affiliates, are placed within the dual system, either on your left team or your right team, and you have to purchase a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP business package to participate in the dual team pay plan. That's what unlocks the vault. It's not unlike starting your own business. You're going to have to come off some money anyway. Even if you started a new job, you're going to have to come off with the money. You may have to hire a babysitter. You may have to buy new clothes. You may have to buy another car. You have to pay for your gas. Anything that you do, whether it's starting a new job, whether it's starting your own business for yourself, you're going to have expenses. The great thing with Karatbars is you only pay those expenses one time. You're not paying them weekly. You're not like a babysitter. You're not paying them monthly, like rent, utilities. You're not paying them weekly, like a payroll to the people that work for you. We handle all that for you. You're going into business for yourself, but never by yourself. So next slide. This is our Karatbars private issue MasterCard. I love my card because no one can ever look at me and say that's not real. Because when I pull out my MasterCard, they know it's real. Because they can see Karatbars right above the MasterCard logo and Karatbars to the left. Karatbars is financially sound enough that MasterCard found it a good reason to give us our own branded MasterCard. It won 2000 MasterCard Design of the Year in Europe, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's prettier than a black card from American Express. So next slide. We offer training conference calls. Every team has different conference calls. The webinars, we do 2 webinars a day, 12 noon and 9 p.m. Eastern. That's U.S. time at karatbarswebinar.com. Plug in your prospects to these calls. As Pastor Dye says, become a professional inviter. It's not your job to know everything about gold. It's not your job to know everything about Karatbars. We have 14 presenters 7 days a week that know what they need to know about Karatbars. So make sure that you're plugging people into these webinars, and just use the time converter to see what time 12 noon Eastern is for you. That should be, what, 6 p.m.? Am I right? 12 noon Eastern? 5. 5? One of those times. But it's, I think it's 5 p.m. And you guys can get people on these webinars and let the professionals that have been chosen to do these webinars do their job. We also have team events. In Nashville, we actually have 4 meetings every month. On a Tuesday night, we're either going to have it at a church or a country club on every Tuesday night. Yes, 5 p.m. Thank you very much, David. We also have, we just got back from Atlanta at the Gold Rush Convention. We had a meeting in Las Vegas. We've had meetings in Miami. We've had corporate meetings in Nashville. We're also going to Aruba tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm going to go to bed tonight. I think I'm just going to stay up all night and act like I was a kid again, you know, just stay up all night, get on the plane in the morning and go. But very, very excited to be down there with all of my Aruban leaders and just really pump Karatbars into that country. We have so many people down there that are involved. We just need to get them really pumped up about Karatbars, and that's why we're going down there, because they have the ability. So next slide. All right, so the thing is join us and, you know, get back to the person who introduced you to Karatbars. If they introduce you to Karatbars, that means they thought enough of you to say, you know, this is something you might want to take a look at. And for the people that have come in, and I can't thank my sponsor enough, because she changed my life. You know, I went from being able to hardly make my husband's truck payment with manual roll-up windows, you know, and no air conditioning, to buying him an F-150 Lariat. So I'm not a materialistic person, but I was just tired of him having no air conditioning. So I just wanted to get him something that he would absolutely enjoy. And it's not about the money, it's what you do with the money. You know, I've been able to do some things with my money that I never thought possible. I've been able to support an orphanage in Uganda and to change those children's lives. It's like, I can't change the world, but I can change their world. And that's what I've been doing for the last year and a half, is really working closely with them. They just elected me to the board of directors at the orphanage, so that was a big deal for me. So now I get to see where every penny that comes into the orphanage goes, and I can tell you guys, every penny goes where they say it goes. And I'm not working with a big box charity who skims off the top and pays somebody to do this. You know, this is all on a volunteer basis. But you know, Karatbars International is one of those companies that's going to come along in your life once, maybe twice. But you have to grab onto it. You got to grab onto it with both hands, and you've got to let yourself know, this is it. This is my last rodeo, guys. This is my 13th company. This is my last company. I'm not going anywhere. They will have to kick me out of Karatbars before I go anywhere, and I doubt they're going to kick me out of Karatbars. So I'm elated to be here with you guys every Tuesday. I enjoy the time that we spend together. David's one of my favorite people in the world. Malcolm, Jacob, you guys know that. I think you guys are just phenomenal, and you show up, you know, and that's the first part of the success, is showing up. And if you can do that consistently, for the people on the Hangout, if you can show up consistently and just get people to the webinars, or get them the information they need in their hands to make an informed decision, then you'll be successful in this business. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. I was talking to Boomer the other night, last night. He was at the airport, and Boomer's one of our leaders in Karatbars as well. He was at the airport, and he said, do you know what you need to work Karatbars? And I said, what? And he says, a note. That's all you need. You just need to hand someone a note on what Karatbars is, and he said that's the easiest way, is a note. Just give it to them. I mean, he was joking, of course, but to me, the simplicity of this system is, we're not hurting anybody. We're saying, come in, get your business package, and then refer to like-minded individuals, and then help them refer to like-minded individuals. Like-minded mean they have the 3 Ds. They have dreams, they have desire, they have determination. And they want to make money, and they want to save money. Those are the 5 qualifications. If you have dreams, desire, determination, you want to make money, and you want to save money, you're on my team. So with that being said, Dave, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Tammy, thank you so much. That was great. And yes, you know, Karatbars, what can I say? You know, it makes so much sense. exchanging your paper money into gold money, helping others to do the same. You know, what could be more better? You know, you're actually saving money and you're making money. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer, the Karatbars opportunity. You know, guys who's listening, please leave some comments below on this Hangout. We're here to help. You know, we run these every single Tuesday at 9 o'clock UK time. And, you know, it's for you guys to make a decision, to get over the fence, to say, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to start Karatbars. I'm ready to start the business. And remember, you're not in it by yourself. You've got a team to support you. So, guys, I'm gonna call it a wrap, unless Jacob, if you want to maybe pop out, or Malcolm, if you want to pop out, maybe if you want to say last closing words. Anybody? If not, okay, there we go. Go for it, Jacob.
Well, yeah. First of all, you're still sharing your screen. Secondly, I think Karatbars with this new sponsorships are just great. This is something that will make Karatbars known to the world without you even going and approaching people. When you will get people to know that you're dealing with Karatbars, because of the sponsorship, people will ask you, are you in Karatbars? Are you? And then you can start talking. But if you keep that to yourself, no one will know you do it. Just go out there, talk to people, and well, Cody, he's not on the call. He's got a 3 feet approach, isn't it? He talks to everyone. There's 3 feet from him. Just talk to people, and you will get results.
That's right. He got the 3 foot rule from me. I taught him that.
Okay.
I told him, don't be a secret agent. Tell everyone you know about Karatbars. Everyone you come into contact with. But he's awesome with it. I've actually seen him in action. I flew to Kansas. It's a place. and we had an amazing time. We had a great meeting. But just watching him in action as he's, you know, people are coming by him and have you heard about the new international gold money? No, I haven't heard. Well, let me show you. And then he's pulling his gold out of his pocket. And he's pulling his MasterCard out of his pocket. But people are just naturally attracted to him because of his personality, and he's just an amazing guy.
Yeah, great.
Okay, great, guys. I'm gonna call it a wrap. Malcolm, if do you wanna pop out and say some words?
Hi everyone. Just to say what everyone else has said, I just sent a message out to people in my team saying, if not now, when? Because that's the question people have to answer. If not now, when? Just do it. Right. Amen.
Amen. Just do it. I mean, you know, what's it going to do at the end of your time with Karatbars? If there is an end of your time, you're going to end up with a garage full of gold, not a garage full of soap, you know, or juice. You know, you're going to have something that actually has a value to it, that doesn't expire, that's going to provide that hedge of inflation, against inflation for you and your family, and leave a legacy for your children. You know, my dad didn't leave me any gold. You know, he didn't even leave me paper money, but he certainly didn't leave me any gold. But it was when you can have that, and you can have that storehouse of gold and leave that legacy on for your children. That's what this is really all about. Because it's not about going out. We don't sell gold. We're not salespeople. We don't sell gold. We sell hope. Okay? And when we sell hope and people really get what we're doing. Guys, do you know out of 650 companies, we are number 8 on the best direct selling compensation plan, and we're about to overtake number 7, which number 7 is a huge company. And we're not that big. You know, as Boomer says, we're about the size of a mite on the back of a flea. Okay, so we are growing exponentially. We have probably 250,000, 300,000 affiliates in the world. Many of them joined in 2010, 11, and 12 and do not know about the dual system. We're trying to get back in touch with them to let them know, you know, you need to come back. But once we get back in touch with them and they see what we're doing and they see the waves that we're making in the world and the revolution and the movement, they're coming back in droves. So don't be a secret agent. Tell everybody you know before somebody else does, because somebody's going to tell them.
Good. Tammy, everybody, I'm going to call it a wrap. Thank you, everybody. And I'm going to thank you, everybody. Leave some comments, please, down below, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Hi.